Hey, everybody. Just wanted to give you an update. Karen's with me. Shannon's with me. Even Arthur, our rabbit. And Siri is here, but she's not on camera. She's a little shy. But we want to give you an update on what God is doing in our family and our ministry, and specifically the new plans that we have for Bill and Karen Itzels Ministries. For those of you who aren't familiar with Bill and Karen Itzels Ministries, it was founded in 2012, and it's our nonprofit ministry. It's our outreach arm of our Itzels ministry. The goal of it from the very beginning was evangelism, to reach the lost. Our concert ministry is focused on building up the body of Christ. And while we do, of course, give the clear gospel in our concerts, we felt the need to reach out to those who would never come to a concert setting, let alone a regular church service. And we thought, how are we going to do this? And we want to do that through Bill and Karen Itzels Ministries. So throughout the past 19 years, we have had the great joy to... Whoa. All right. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We have had the great joy to sponsor mission trips and co-lead mission trips. We've given away thousands of free CDs with the gospel. We've handed out tracts and had a lot of conversations on the streets with about Jesus with a lot of people. We've been able to send biblically based Christian CDs to a lot of deployed soldiers. And those are just some of the outreaches that Bill and Karen Ministries have done. But at the beginning of 2020, we were praying about what God would have us do with the ministry. And we began discussing a plan to fulfill God's calling to reach more and more people one-on-one with the good news. Then, of course, the pandemic hit, and everything was put on hold. Karen went in the hospital and remained on a ventilator for over 2 weeks with that virus and, of course, that long recovery process that we're still dealing with, aren't we? But at the time, for me, this was a time of growing, not only in my trust of God throughout the worst of circumstances, but also it was a time of defining clarity about how I need to be serving Him. And recently, I've had the great privilege of going out on the streets with my son Ryan and preaching the gospel there. And I believe that God has given me not only a heart for evangelism, but also the ability to communicate with people clearly. And I want to use that gift more and more to reach the lost. During Karen's hospitalization with COVID, I'll be honest, I looked at my own mortality and I realized that my time here to work for the Lord is limited. And while we, of course, have a busy concert schedule, we were convicted that we need to spend more of our days giving the gospel by preaching to this lost world that, I tell you, is rapidly moving further and further away from Jesus. During the pandemic, with concerts on a hold and everybody confined to their houses, I was forced to supplement our income on weekdays. But now that the vaccine has arrived and the governing authorities are opening up everything, they're opening up churches and businesses, our concert ministry has resumed on weekends, and we want to make the official announcement that we are moving forward with our plans to start a street preaching ministry during the week. And I'm telling you, I don't want to waste another day. And the only thing that's holding our ministry expansion up now, the ability for me to go out during the week, is that our days are now still full of this supplemental work that we need to meet our budget. So what we need to do is we need to free up that time so that we can go out and give the gospel on the streets. And we need to do that in order to not only be faithful to our local church and continue our music ministry, but spend this week and every week giving the gospel to the lost to fulfill this call to evangelism. Now, to make this a reality, we need to raise about $2,000 a month. This would allow us to devote our weekdays to street evangelism and devote our weekends to the building up of the body of Christ in our concerts, as well as serving in our home church. So the time is short, and I'll tell you, I'm anxious to answer God's call. And again, I don't want to waste another day. So please, will you pray with us as we move forward to obey this call of God on our lives? We're coming to you today so that we can ask individuals, families, churches, and small businesses to financially partner with us through regular, ongoing support. All gifts to Bill and Karen Itzels Ministry are, of course, tax deductible, which can be a double blessing to a family or a business, and they can be sent to Bill and Karen Itzels Ministries at the address on our website, or can be given online at our website, which is bkministry.org. It's bkministry.org. You can find everything you need there. I want to thank you all so much for your love and support through the years. We do have several families who have supported us and continue to support us, and we are forever grateful for your continued support. But we're praying for new supporters to come alongside and to help us reach people with a clear message of the gospel. Also, will you pray for the souls that we're going to reach, that God will soften their hearts and will draw his children and bring them home. What a blessing it is to be used of God in this way. The days are short, and Christ is coming, and we need to get started as soon as possible. So thank you so much for your prayers, and make sure to check out bkministry.org, and God bless you.